Our planet's rich tapestry of life is under threat due to the many challenges faced by conservation. But today, in Valley of Peace, we saw a glimmer of hope with the launch of the resilient and biodiverse landscapes of the Northern Mesoamerica project. In attendance were Orlando Habet, Minister of Sustainable Development, and Nicole Davison, British High Commissioner, who both shared how beneficial the project will be for conservation and the livelihood of the community.
This is a landscape project that looks at various areas of conservation, biodiversity conservation, stemming biodiversity loss, but also it looks at how you can conserve or preserve those areas that are carbon sink, like Belize, which is basically a carbon sink because we produce less emissions than what we can capture. So Belize is considered a carbon sink. But also very important is the work in the communities. So the communities are involved because of the livelihood projects that will be able to be, that emanate from the project itself. So that is absolutely important. There are at least 3 areas that you have to look at. The conservation of the land, so that you don't have more deforestation. The restoration of those areas that have already been degraded, so that then you can work with them. But there is also this agriculture component where you have regenerative agriculture, sustainable agriculture, where a lot of the livelihoods will be provided for the communities.
Funding came from the UK government's Biodiversity Landscape Fund, which tackles 3 challenges: biodiversity loss, poverty, and landscape degradation. They partner with various organizations globally to achieve this. The Mesoamerican region is one of the 6 areas they're currently working on. The British High Commissioner explained that this funding is a sign of their commitment in fighting climate change in Belize.
Teaming up with the Wildlife Conservation Society and the other partners that we're working with on this really enables us to work at a very local level and understand the needs within Belize. So the UK government is really committed to working with countries on climate change. And this is a commitment that came out of pledges that we made in 2019, but also following on from when we hosted COP26 in Glasgow and committed a number of really significant projects to fight climate change. What this fund enables these partners to do locally, it's investing about $3.2 million in Belize to work to combat climate change and fight against the loss of biodiversity.
The Wildlife Conservation Society is leading the effort on the ground, working with local partners and donors. Nicole Gomez says that what makes this project special is that it brings together a network of partners across the Mesoamerican region to achieve a common goal.
In Belize, we have the focal point and we coordinate with all of the partners locally. We all have our own prioritized work activities to fulfill one of the 4 principal objectives of the project. And so our team really works to support everybody, all the other partners, to provide the reporting requirements needed for the monitoring and evaluation component of this grant. So we are sort of the catalyst between the partners on the ground and the donor. What is particularly exciting and unique about this project is that it allows multiple partners to work towards the same objectives along with the government of Belize. And so we're looking at key big sites from the northern part of Belize in Rio Bravo, Maya Forest, and through the corridor, and then Chiquibul, Vaca, and then to lands in Toledo that are managed through the Mayan communities with the Julian Trust Society and Matter Leaders Alliance.
Community collaboration is one of the main focuses of the project, and it is visible in the agricultural work being done at the Valley of Peace STA Academy, one of the project sites donated by the Belize Maya Forest Trust through the aid of the Biodiversity Landscape Fund. Principal Justine Maivit says that the project has helped them to develop several sustainable techniques on their 8 acres of agricultural space.
We were having a lot of challenges on growing on the soil because it's very heavy clay-based. So we were looking at alternative methods, and that is where we partnered up with the Belize Maya Forest Trust in utilizing several sustainable techniques.
Shantel Neal, 7 News.